Hi guys, this is Fabian. I'm back again. It's been like a month. It's been a while since I not on YouTube, and today I decided to do a video to explain to you a little bit about first of all myself, and then five things that I wish I would have known before I got a scholarship. As I promised in the previous video, I was going to, or I'm going to reveal to you which country I chose to study and which was the scholarship that I rejected. First, like I said, I would like to explain to you who I am. My name is Fabian. I'm from Honduras, a small country in Latin America. Spanish is my mother tongue. I speak English. Since I was a kid, I had the privilege to study at a bilingual private college, high school. High school, sorry, college. It's kind of like a false me, like a false friend that we have in Spanish. Colegio, we call it. But no, it was high school where I studied English. And then in college, in university, on my bachelor's degree, I started studying French until I eventually reached fluency. And it's been like 3 years that since I started studying German. I've reached at least a B1 level. It was mainly through Duolingo. I earned a scholarship, a local scholarship, to study there the German language in Honduras for a trimester. Sorry, that was about it. And I studied Mandarin for like 1 month, so it's not like I'm a super perfect Mandarin speaking whatsoever. I know like the very, very, very basic. I got it. Like I said, I studied a bachelor's degree in a local university there in Honduras in business and industrial management. And I always had the dream of studying abroad, overseas, even before I started studying my bachelor's. But it was until my master's that I was able to get my master's degree, or not my master's degree, but my master's degree scholarship. I'm currently 27 years old, almost 28. This next week is gonna be my birthday, and I think it's great for you guys to realize that the dreams come true. You know. Now, going to what I promised, I was able to get a scholarship in France to study my master's degree to fulfill my dream. I'm currently studying foreign applied languages. My second year will be in project management, international multilingual project management. And yeah, it was a French scholarship that I got through a local to the embassy from the French government. And I rejected the famous Hungarian Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship because of a personal analysis that I did that I will explain in a further video. Now, going to the 5 things that I wish I would have known, because I don't want to waste your time, and I really appreciate. I know your time is valuable. Though, first things first. The most important thing is you need to prepare with time. I think that time is money. It's the most valuable resource, and the earlier you prepare, the ahead of your competition are. Remember, scholarships are very competitive. It's a great trophy that you're getting, a great, not trophy, but an award, a great opportunity. They're going to pay you. If it's a full scholarship, they're going to not only pay you the ticket and the university itself, the cost, and the visa process, probably the administrative, but also for you to survive there, to live there as a student. So it's a really good award, and that's why it's hard for you to get. Remember, everything in life that's worth it, it's complicated for you to get. So prepare your application with time. That is key for you to fulfill in this. It's a hard pill for you to swallow, but if you just started to prepare your application scholarship now for this year's scholarships, you're probably not gonna get it. Okay, you're probably not gonna get it unless you already know what you have to do, and you probably had a course of how to get a scholarship or something like that. But if not, you gotta be realistic with yourself, because there's guys who prepared that same scholarship that you're applying for 1 or even 2 years before, so they have prepared it with more time. They probably double check their requirements, their motivation, their recommendation letters. But The good news is that if you prepare your scholarship application now for, let's say, the at a scholarship that you're looking to apply 6 months from today, you're most likely gonna get it because you'll be further ahead than the other ones, or 1 year. One scholarship that you're looking to apply 1 year from today, you'll be more prepared than the guys who will start preparing next year. So you gotta think it for the long term. The second thing is you need to do a research before applying. And again, time is money, time is valuable. Why I'm telling you this? Because there were times when I was applying that I wish I would have known from the beginning that I wasn't eligible for that scholarship. It was a waste of time. There were even times where I wrote the whole motivation letter or a recommendation letter, and I wasn't able to get it, or didn't even apply, or even worse, pay an application fee that sometimes it even costs money, $150, euros, Swiss francs, British pounds. That's a lot of money in third world countries, and you don't even apply for it because it's like you are looking for a master's degree in business management, and there's a scholarship, but not for your business management career or degree. Or there's an age limit. You're already 27. You're a master's or PhD student, and it's students younger than 25. So consider that. Or country. There are those certain scholarships are, let's say, for Latin America, but you're not. But there's only 8 or 9 eligible countries on that list. Read that list, and if your country's not there, don't even waste your time applying for that scholarship. Right? Makes no sense. So that one, do your research before applying. The third one, is it's an investment. Like I said, it's a big award, a big trophy, and although the education is free, you're saving a lot of money. You will have to invest a little. In there's a budget of I don't want to give you like an exact amount, but like $600 when you analyze it, because you need to pay the TOEFL fee or the application fee, or the TOEFL, or let's say if it's on French, or sometimes it's on 2 languages. You need to, in your trilingual, you need to certify both languages. Or let's say at my university, since I graduated from a private university at my local country, every time I had to get a document translated to the English language that was approved, like officially approved by a lawyer there, like a translator, I had to pay like $100, $80. So that's why I'm telling you, prepare a small budget for you to be able to get those or apply for those scholarships and eventually get them. The fourth thing that I wish I would have known is that it is a numbers game, and the more scholarships you apply to, the more possibilities you have. There's no logic behind that. It's like the sales guy. The more customers he have, or potential customers, I should say, the more chances he has of creating a sale. So I would say that 5 scholarships. You should aim to apply for 5 scholarships, not only 1 or 2. I think it's just too little, even 3. But at the bare minimum, you should aim to apply to 5 scholarships in an academic year. I might even add in a semester. You could potentially apply to. I'd say you're pretty good to apply to 12 scholarships a year. 1 scholarship each month, and it has to be really solid, of course, because remember, applying for a scholarship is harder than applying for a job. The truth is, for a job, you only send your resume. Sometimes in LinkedIn you send the quick version. I don't know how to say this exact term, but when like it's literally automated, and they just click on it and you already send your application. Sometimes they don't even see that, because if it's easy, it's not worth it. Most of the time in life, if something's easy, it's not worth it. On the other hand, for scholarships, you need to do motivation letters, get a recommendation letter, certify your English, translate your documents to that language, to that target language, to that country where you will be doing the scholarship, all that. So consider that it's a numbers game, and the more you apply, the better your chances are of getting it. The scholarship that I got rejected from it last year. Simple. There was another scholarship that I applied to that I paid 150 francs Swiss, and I got rejected to it. Life is about taking risks. So consider that fourth one. And the last one, the most important one, You need to stay disciplined and consistent. After this video, you're going to get a ton of motivation, dopamine boost. And for the first days, you're going to apply to a handful of scholarships. But I think it's key for you to do it for the long term. I'd advise you to take 15 minutes, maybe 1 hour. If you can do it for 1 hour a day, fully focused. Take your phone away, take your video games away, take your television away, everything. And if you're able to do that for the long term, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to eventually get that scholarship. You have a higher possibility of getting it. It's like starting a business or being at the gym. The gym is the best example for someone who's like wants to accomplish something in life. If you stick to the long term, you'll eventually get a scholarship. I promise you. If you do things right, if you pay attention, if you read the websites, the list, the nominations, you prepare for the TOEFL, you study for the English language, you shake hands to your professors and ask them for a recommendation letter. If you're someone kind, sometimes it's worth it to even invite them to a coffee. And you take your time to do a solid motivation letter. You're even willing to pay a course of, I don't know, an X amount of dollars for a guy to explain to you how to do a motivation letter. I promise you'll eventually get your dream scholarship, as long as you're disciplined, consistent, and follow this 5 things that I wish I would have known, that it would have made my life easier, or my scholarship application journey easier than what it actually was. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any other comments or ideas or any suggestions, please don't hesitate in commenting in the comment section, and leave a like as well, please. Thank you. Until next one.